Our reporter Silethiwe Ndlovu is in Nongoma and joins us live. Silethiwe, very good afternoon to you. What's the latest?
Well, viewers will remember that not so long ago we saw the king, the AmaZulu king, King Misuzulu kaZwelithini, arrive here at the Kwakhangelamankengane Royal Palace. Now, we also saw that there were quite a number of delegates that had also arrived before the king, and that includes the Minister of Land Reform and Rural Development. But something that is quite interesting for the meeting that we are seeing here today, Vuyo, we know that Amabutho are now calling for the Minister of Land Reform and Rural Development to actually apologize to the AmaZulu king for the way that the whole situation has now been handled. We're told that according to Amabutho, they state that this whole situation could have been handled quite differently. And also, according to them, there's a series of letters that were sent to the minister himself through the legal representatives of the AmaZulu king, requesting that there be certain engagements and conversations that should take place between the minister and His Majesty. But according to Amabutho, they state that these letters were then ignored by the minister, and therefore they are now calling for the minister to then apologize to the king. But there's a bit of uncertainty, of course, in terms of how the meeting is going to play out. Of course, there's a number of allegations that have been leveled against the board. And also there is that currently we know that there's internal conflicts that is happening within the board. And as you mentioned, Vuyo, it does stem from that time in December where we saw the suspension of those 6 board members, including the CEO and the CFO. We also know that, Vuyo, according to the king, part of the reasons why that had taken place was pending that investigation into those allegations of misconduct, where we heard that there were, allegations of mismanagement of funds. And also we heard from the king where he stated that he felt as if the board had an inability to perform some of the functions and the roles that the board should then be performing. So that is why then we saw the suspension of those 6 members. But we know that the AmaZulu king was, currently in a briefing with the Minister of Land Reform and Rural Development. But we know that the meeting then is going to take place shortly, where they are going to be discussing those different issues, where you are looking at the governance then of the board, the land administration, Vuyo, and the future role of the board. But as you can see at this particular moment, it is about to begin shortly. Just a few moments ago, you saw them come out of that room. The meeting then is about to begin shortly.
Silethiwe Ndlovu, keeping an eye on that all-important meeting in Nongoma. She'll bring you more updates, of course, as soon as that meeting takes place, and later on, as soon as they get briefed on what would have transpired.